This week, we spoke to a husband-wife duo who help their patients heal through mind and body. We're talking about KOS Chiropractic and Integrative Health. That's with Dr. Josuke Tanaka. And now we're hearing from one of these patients who has found just a lot of healing and aloha from Dr. Tanaka. Let's take a look. Talking story with Keola Sakima here. He is one of the clients for KOS Chiropractic and Integrated Health. Thank you so much for joining me, Keola.
Thank you.
And mahalo so much for sharing your story with me. He was sharing his story with me off camera, but I want you to get this full, the full understanding of what KOS Chiropractic has done for him. Jiu-jitsu, that's your sport of choice, among other things,
all
right?
Kind, yeah. Jiu-jitsu, hydrofoiling, surfing, body surfing, everything.
Yeah, but you experienced something a few months back in regards to jiu-jitsu. Tell me about that.
I was competing in Vegas at the IBJJF Worlds. We had an unfortunate accident in our match. We both decided to go the same way at the beginning of the match. I went to grab his gi to climb his back, and I guess he had his own game plan, so he went the same way, and our heads went boom. And my frontal lobe was damaged severely. And then about 3 months later, I woke up one morning and collapsed on the floor. I had fell into like a dark hole, like everything was wrong. I couldn't find things, my whole cognitive behavior was off, my speech, my thinking. Some mornings I would wake up and look at my shoes and I couldn't even tie my shoes. I scheduled an appointment with a neurologist. They did a MRI on my brain. At that point, man, I was hitting all kind of roadblocks. It took me forever to go get a neurologist. So this went on for almost a year and a half. And at that point, I was almost ready to give up. I checked myself into Castle. I needed that. Don't do it, don't do it. And a lot of people that I started researching, they chose a different path. When
you are a super athlete like yourself, and this happens to you, and you don't know the answers, and you're going to doctors and specialists, and nobody can tell you why, I can understand how things can get a little dark. And I'm just so glad that you kept asking for help. And so what put you on the path to Dr. Tanaka?
After reading the book that was recommended by the neurologist, it talked about seeing an eye specialist. So I have my Hanai brother is Kahea, and he had mentioned Dr. Tanaka. So right away I said, okay, what's his number? And I scheduled my first appointment.
Tell me about some of the therapies that Dr. Tanaka has been working with you to help you get you back in a better place.
We do some cool stuff, and that's what Kala and Mikey had explained. Was like they were saying, oh, you're gonna do some cool like brain games and training. And I was like, huh? What you talking about? So when I came in, he had me stand on these boards and I would look at the computer screen. And it's kind of like retraining your equilibrium, your brain, your eyes. I think we had like over 15 different ones, which I love because it wasn't just one thing and then, okay, I'll see you next week. Every day was like 3 or 4 new ones. And so I was super excited to come to the office every week to get my brain training. And that's exactly what it is. This is the brain gym, I guess. Dr. Tanaka is great because he would explain to you what's going on and why you're feeling like this. The other doctors that I would see, it was like, hello, they do their treatment and then they go, okay, I'll see you next week. And they don't explain anything.
What would you say to somebody who is watching this right now, Keola, and is kind of going through the same thing as you?
I would tell them, don't ever give up because I almost gave up. Josuke Tanaka is here and he possibly can help. So, give it a try. Don't
give up. Come on over. Dr. Tanaka, and along with his staff, will be able to help you and get you the questions and hopefully the solutions that you need, just like Keola, right here at KOS Chiropractic and Integrated Health.